schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. He'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Tigers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run on first down. Camp, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down.
Here's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. This one is caught. It's Patton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Curry. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The Kansas City defense took to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the left side. Camp. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
3rd and 19.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Looking to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now here comes Kansas City. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. $17-0 our score after 1.
Chiefs nothing.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a give up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Curry, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Memphis first down.
He'll look to throw. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
At the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in this spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A big pickup of 38.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Curry. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the return is Lamb. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch made. It's Patton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Memphis first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Tigers.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. 27-21, your final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. Lastly, we'll grab our passports and head down to Mexico City. See what's going on in the International Series. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Orbits get a much-needed win there to start the second half as they move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5. In that first half, it was a third-year quarterback who really showed the way. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Camp. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. Williams brings it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Up the middle they go. Curry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of the other receivers can beat us.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC's offense ready to take over.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd down now. Camp. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Curry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to Patton. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Curry, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Tigers are able to stretch out their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it down to the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Curry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye left. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Now a give right side. Camp.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to throw again. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curry, and a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Curry, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Curry.
He'll take this to the 46.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Curry.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down, it's Curry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they will take a knee here. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Curry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Memphis, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.